Wonderful. Okay, so this is the berry garden straight off the bat. Let's grab a few of those and right, so let's keep looking. Tea is what I need to keep speaking. I'm just conjuring things into existence. I'm manifesting. Show me a woman with large... Ah, okay, well, I guess it doesn't work with everything. Well, hello. Welcome back to episode 3. We're yet to move into our house. We are still living in that lovely shack. Ignore the hat it's wearing. And I think step 1 is to see what quests are available. Now, I do seem to remember completing a barley or wheat quest. I can't remember which. Okay, this must be it. Right, so let's see if we can complete the few quests that are attached to this one and see what goodies we can get. Right, so that's that completed, and the next step seems to be flour. So let's have a look. We do get a mortar for this quest. It looks like we're going to need one for it as well. Okay, let's have a look. Mortar. Perfect. Let's get that made. Now, I did go ahead and make myself some chests as well. So let's get this mortar made. Wonderful, our first mortar. So let's take these chests and work out where we can set up a slightly more appropriate shop, because a little cramped. So that's going to be the library area. Probably will not be the library area, but it's a little confusing on the eyes. I don't think I want it there just yet. This little corner's as good as any. Okay, let's just throw down some chests. I'll be right back with you. So something we should have done a little earlier was probably plant the berries. So let's get some berry bushes down. We only need a few more blueberries to complete this quest, which we will likely find out there in the wild, but it's good to have a few of our own. So that should do for now. Let's have a look at flour. How much do we need? Okay. No problem. So we need 16 pieces of barley or wheat. We do have the option. Let's go for barley. Oops, messed that up already. Fantastic. So we need 16 of them. Wonderful. Very, very efficient. And let's get that made into flour, which is not the correct flour. Wonderful. Okay. That doesn't make much sense to me on the surface, but let's just push through at... What was that? Was that you, Witchy? Let's just push through. Let's see what it does, and we'll pray. Ah, there we are. It has changed to the flour that we need. Quest complete. Perfect. Now this entire quest line seems to be taking me down Pam's Harvest, and the next is dough, which requires water. We don't have a bucket, so that quest will have to wait. Okay, so we are back on the main quest line. Let's see what we can do. We have some berries left to collect, but we are midway through that. Some food variants. Tea and grapes. Oh my. Well, this should have been quest number 1. How do we get tea? A herb garden. Right, and grapes are berry gardens. Let's see what we've got here. Do we have any of these things? Stalk garden. Interesting. No. Right, quest. Oh, and what are you? Purple fruit. We've missed... Whoa, okay. Okay, we have a witch with the predator. Invisibility, that's the predator element, I guess. Oh, this one's taking damage. We've clutched. Nice and easy. Didn't even break a sweat. So what have we got? A witch's hand, some glowstone dust, sugar, and oh, iron axe. Sharpness and efficiency. Ladies and gentlemen, we are moving up in the world. So before we go out looking for something that we may already have, I've taken a wander over to the village to see if we do have any of those gardens in which we need, and at very least we'll be able to check in and say hi to Stephen. Oh yes, The devastation. I said I would show you, didn't I? What I did to this wonderful, quaint little village. You can see it's rather flooded, a little wet at the moment. I took all, if most of the wood, perhaps most of the wood logs that were available, and yes, now the villagers are swept into a singular point where they can be easily picked off by the zombies, so I don't expect them to last too much longer. But let's go see if we have any of those gardens which we need. No, we had absolutely nothing. Waste of time. Hello, Stephen. It's morning, if you haven't noticed, and we're heading back. We don't have anything there of value, so let's have a look at the quest book and see exactly which gardens we need. I have a terrible memory. Herb and berry. Okay, so let's see if we can... Wonderful. Okay, so this is the berry garden straight off the bat. Let's grab a few of those, and... Right, so let's keep looking. Tea is what we... I need to keep speaking. I'm just conjuring things into existence. I'm manifesting. Show me a woman with large... Ah, okay, well, I guess it doesn't work with everything. We made it home in one piece, pockets full of tea, and oh, I cannot wait. I've been waiting for a brew, for a tasty, delicious, I hope it's Earl Grey, but I will settle for a Tetley. I just want to know what brand this is going to be. This is important. But of course, saving the best and the most exquisite till last. We'll try and look for the grapes first and see what we can get. Right, let the lucky dip commence. I already see the prize. I saw it there on screen for a second. We're going to have raisins. And we are just the type of man to have raisins in his pocket. Oh, but now for the big reveal, the one that all of us have been waiting for. Come on. I've never wanted something so much in my life. Oh, and we have done it, gentlemen and gentle ladies. We have 2 cups of tea, one for the quest, one to drink immediately. I hope we get to keep it. And second, we can grow into more splendid tea. Oh, gentle people, the series has begun. So we'll plant our tea and our grapes just there next to our carrots for now. And let's head back inside and find out what we have to do next and try and get some real progress made today. This episode needs to actually finish with something substantial. I'm a man on a mission, and a mission on a... No, I'm the first one. It's a brand new day, and a fine one at that, and I think the next quest that we should do is head out and get some of that silver wood and grape wood. But first, what we've been waiting for. Oh, okay. Well, the raisins are okay, the tea was Thai fu, so... oh well. Aha! We have found ourselves a tree. A silverwood tree. Right, let's take this baby down. Wonderful, a couple of saplings. Good, good. What a fantastic start. Now let's have a look at this wood. Okay, that does not look too promising. Detailing, some edgework block. I don't really like that. It has utility, but none that spring instantly to mind. So let's make sure that this has registered. It has fantastic, which leaves the great wood. Now I know what these look like. I approached one quite early on actually. So let's go find one. Now that did not take nearly as long as I thought, which is fantastic and gives us plenty of time. How should we tackle this? Top down. Perhaps we can isolate a branch. I think that would be the most efficient thing we could do. Let's try and find a branch that looks curious and... Curious? Is that a word?
Precarious.
Well, shit. Precarious, okay, whatever, sure. precarious branch, that's what we need, and I think that we found one. So that should get us the saplings we need. Let's chop it down. Wonderful, and there we have it. We only need one, to the best of my knowledge, which apparently we do. Fantastic. Okay, so we are almost done with that entire quest line. Soon we'll be able to tick that off. Well, okay, we have a slight shift in tone. I went to make tea, and it's red. Everything's a little red. Is that just what night is? I suppose I don't really spend too many nights. No, we watched some. It shouldn't be this red. No. Okay, I know this mod. Blood Moon, I believe, which means nasties will be spawning like mad. I think I'm going to wimp out completely. Let's find a little spot for a time lapse, well away from anything valuable, and let's just sit there with our tail between our legs. And I'm going to drink this tea. Welcome back. What a lovely night. Very, very happy that we have a 4-story home, because it looks pretty busy down there. We have a few left over that weren't burned to a cinder by the sun. So let's have a look what's next on the list. But before we do, I think we should go and get that slime. I saw one, and I'm sure the slime balls will... Oh, what the flipping hell are you? Oh no, that is going to burn our entire thing to the ground. Yep. Okay, easily slain. Whoa, okay, that's a teleporter. Good. This is working out. The RNG god smart. What the fuck are you? Effing armor. Okay, this is not going to go well. But we did get this fancy pants axe from the last boss that we fought. Oh, I think we need to risk it for the biscuit, as they say. There's the slime, a little smaller than I remember. Where's your parent? Kill you quickly. No slime ball. Unfortunate. Where's mum? That's what I want to know. Okay. Disintegration seems to have evaporated completely. So let's hope that that has not happened to our mob here, because we want a shiny new... Oh, no, there he is. Look at the range on that. So I'm going to get sucked in close to him. And what's his power? Is it a big bang? Is it a little bang? Is he full of little bang people? Oh, okay. You did not use your powers well there, sir. Oh, for fuck's... Okay. He exploded into a cobblestone house. What the... Full of water. Oh, I read this. I read this in one of the quests. Okay, so that's what they look like. Fantastic. So I guess so we got to clear this up. Then again, we do have a water source for free. That can't be the worst thing. Perhaps if we make a little, we could turn it into a piece of modern art. Oh, whoa. Okay. It's full of snails. Wonderful. Get that. Exploding snails. That's fine. The water feature, I think we can improve on it. Perfect. There we are. There we are. Perfect water feature. The centre point of the village. Oh yes, and before I forget, I must show you. I got a little click happy off camera, and I went clickety click, and off I went to the Stone Age, which we have actually naturally progressed to, which is fantastic. So I clicked this, I received a lunch bag and a food journal, which as far as I can tell are relatively useless. However, we have moved through the ages, people. Progression. And I think our next step is to start cracking through some of these quests. I'm going to work on these checkboxes and get them out of the way quickly, and then we'll have a look what comes next. Right, so we got all sorts of goodies for those tick box quests, including a bucket of fried chicken, would you believe? So we'll keep that for a rainy day. Let's get organised, and then we'll get going with the next step. And that next step seems to be gravel. gathering gravel, so we're going to need a lot of tools for that. Luckily we have a few. 3 should... In fact, do we need that much gravel? There we go. We have the gravel. Fantastic. Look at us. Past us looking after future us. Brilliant. And next on the list is sand. It's the next day, we have time ahead of us, and we're going to use it to gather as much sand as we can. In fact, scratch that, we're going to stop at exactly what the quest tells us to. 2 stacks. Let's go. Have you ever seen a man dig so fast? My elbows are on fire. I dig specifically with my elbows. I'm slightly handicapped. But there we go. That's fantastic. So next is stone, and for that we get a chisel. So this should be quite easy. Look at the progress we're making. We are crazy good at this. Huzzah! That little chime is the sound of victory. V for victory. Winston said it best. And not once, but twice. Fantastic. 2 quests in 1. I wonder what we did to deserve the other. Ah, something we've already done. Past me. Thank you. Bravo. Right. So what's next? Okay, so clay. Another montage. Brilliant. Like a fucking steam train. Oh my goodness, the headway. The headway. We are just moving at speeds, blistering speeds. Oh my goodness, let's get home. Let's find out what the next step is. And let's slow down a bit. Jesus. Okay, so let's take a moment. Let's catch our breath and have a look at this quest book. Because I've spied with my beautiful eyes that this is what we want. 100%, but I don't think it's the right way to go, because it seems to be gated also by this route on the quest. Obviously starting with the bucket. I'm not sure which direction will take us there first. Do we just go straight to the coke oven? Oh, my big brain. My big brain, so large. Okay, so let's have a look at, right, okay, so, hang on. So we need clay and a mortar to make buckets. To make clay, we require a bucket. Big brain, why are you failing me? This is not making any sense. I was testing everyone. I knew it was terracotta. Obviously it's terracotta. Come on, silly people. Obviously I knew that. Right, we have to find... Hang on. Hang just on a minute. Just one beautiful moment. We have a bucket. We do have a bucket of milk somewhere. I found it in that house. What time is it? It's 2:59. I may have left it in that chest. Let's go. Come on, you beautiful white liquid. Ah, come on. Where would I leave it? Could it be at the village? What time is it? 4:36. Well, we don't have a bed here, so... do we go home? Let's go to the village. Hello, Stephen. Right, so once again we've wasted our time. Well, I've wasted yours. Fantastic. There's nothing there. Literally nothing of use. So there could only really be one place that milk could be with the bucket, and it's exactly where we started, back at the larger house. So I must have missed it. Let's sprint back and see if it's there. Ah, you caught me. You caught me in a lie. I just wanted to see Steve and I knew it was there. I just had to check in on the little fellow. Fantastic, so we have a bucket. Yum, that was disgusting. Very warm milk. That chest is not refrigerated at all. I'm probably going to get Ebola or something similar. But let's take some of this water, and we need to surround it in clay and make some clay blocks. I got there in the end. I really did. I could re-record that, but I'm probably not going to. quest complete. Fantastic. Something to carry liquids. Brilliant. Okay, so we do need to fire that bucket still. Raisins or peanuts. Oh, we'll go with the protein option, and we have raisins anyway. We always carry raisins in our pockets. Right. Let's have a little nibble on that now. How much does it heal? 2. Okay, that's twice as good as 1, I suppose, but not half as good as 4, so there is always that to consider. So what is next on the list? I have discovered that cactuses. We can do that now. It's a consume quest, which means they want my logs. Fantastic. And I want your cactus. Brilliant. Awful euphemism if that was one. But let's keep looking. So what's next on the list? Cacti planted, which I think is right for multiple cactuses. I prefer cactuses if I'm honest, but there we are. Now we need to make some paper. How do I paper? How do I paper? Okay, let's have a... Chad, that's not quite what I've tried to do, is it? Sugar cane. It's possible. It is possible, but we have the pulp. That's what I was going to say. I've got a little carried away. I've already made the pulp. So we are stuck with option number 2, water, but we have the bucket. Wonderful. Okay, so now let's work out the best way to tackle this. Look at what I have done. Look at that. I've moved this crafting table to the water because this one holds the pulp. If anything holds the pulp... Look, you don't understand the genius. I'm going to say it slower. I've moved one crafting table from a different location to this one because it serves the purpose. It's I'm fantastic. This whole thing is brilliant. I'm very, very happy. Look at us go. We've just made paper faster than a Chinese sweatshop. That's impressive. It really is. We've only got 2 hands and both of them were moving like lightning. Wonderful. So what's next? Oh well, we need paper saplings. Of course we want paper trees. That was where I always assumed paper come from, so it feels good to kind of align things with the reality I know. So wonderful. Let's go get some paper trees. Jungle saplings. Now I saw jungle trees. I can't even remember the direction, and this stupid glitched map is going to be of no use to us, or very little use. They were short, stubby trees, and I'm thinking, were they anywhere near that magical biome? That's a bit of a commitment if they weren't. Well, we've got to choose a direction. I'm definitely 100% sure I've seen jungle trees, which can sometimes be a little difficult on certain seeds. So I'm pretty sure we will find it. We just have to commit and go. Now hold that cheeky little phone. What is this? Jacarda wood and leaves. I like the leaves. Now is the wood any good? That's the main... That's not a question you want to ask too often. But pink. Okay. Salmon pink. Let's have a look. Washed. Okay, that was perfect. That was intentional. That is washed out. I suppose I mean, again, it has some utility, but not my favourite. Oh, how disappointing. You're wearing a jungle trees costume, you imposters. Oak trees. Wonderful. Oh, I'm very ready to take it all back. Oh, jungle log. Wonderful. This is perfect. Sorry, oak trees. I didn't see what you're standing protectorate over. You're looking after our lovely jungle tree here. So let's take some of this and hope we get a sapling. Oh, and there we are. Many saplings. 2 saplings. And I was moving so quickly I didn't even pause or slow down for the quest, but I will for this. Ladies and gentlemen, Blueberry Mountain. Collect some berries. Quest completed. Fantastic. We are well into this Gregtech thing. Right, we are home safe and we have our saplings, but we need somewhere to put them. So let's put everything in this chest. We need some inventory space, and remember its location, of course, and grab these tools. Okay, so front garden needs a little work, I'm not going to lie. We have a giant crater here. It could be a pond, it could be anything. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do, but this needs a trim, that's for sure. So I'm going to try and not get carried away. Let's do another building montage. Well, hello you. I was saying hello to other people. But hi, welcome to my house. Goodbye. Fantastic. We've done a little bit of building. So it's a little neater out here now, slightly safer. We have an area to put our paper trees down, a little entrance, and I kind of cut our house onto a plinth, so it's on its own little stand now, which just gives us more elevation, and yeah, there we are. Nothing too spectacular. I don't have a great access to a large variety of materials at the moment, so it all looks a bit samey. But I'm happy with how it is, and it's fit for purpose. I will move these bushes because they are completely in the wrong place. Marvellous. So let's put our saplings down, our paper saplings, and see how these puppies work. I hope this one will grow. It's very close to that little staircase, but aha, there we are. Perfect. You can squeeze through. You don't even need to duck. Wonderful. Paper. I don't know how these trees work. I just know that they're a quest, and there's paper in the name, and they require paper. So I'm assuming, I don't know if they spit them out passively, if you have to process them, if it grows. I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. Maybe we put hoppers around it. No idea. But we have them, and they're ours, and they have a spot. So that's handy. And that's where we are with things at the moment. So let's go find out what the next step is. Because I really, really want that coal coke oven. So let's have a little look. Right, how far are we? There's our paper sapling quest, so we'll trade that in for banana. It's got to be banana, hasn't it? So we'll get that planted soon. We are getting closer to our oven. What are these? Tinkers. Okay, so our first substantial quest. Not very difficult, but the most difficult we have faced so far. So let's grab our favourite crafting table, the sticky one, and let's put our banana tree down. Why not? We'll put it right next to the paper trees, and what should we have, 4 of them? 1 of 4. Okay. Perfect. Bananas are growing. We are making progress. Now I have discovered the great wood and the silverwood tree wood does not have a great deal of uses. You can process it into sticks. It does not seem to register as planks, and the logs do not work with most of the recipes. So here I am again, chopping trees. Nice and easy. I don't know what everyone's talking about with the difficulty of this mod pack. We are breezing through it. So let's grab ourselves these blank patterns. Oh, hang on. No, we get both. Okay, so we get a little book as well. I think that we are exactly where we want to be. So let's empty our inventory. We will fix that off camera. And let's find out how to make our coal coke oven. Okay, we have a step standing between us and our lovely Coke. So let's have a look. Easily done. Knife, there we are. I have a knife, I have a blank pattern, I need a crafting table. Let's have a look. Nice and easy. We have a form press, or whatever that is. 300 uses by the looks of it. That's perfect. Hopefully that's all we need. Okay, this is what we're all here for. This is what we've been working to. How do we do? Okay, so we have most of those things. Quick maths. Okay, 35. We need 35. Which means we're just shy of our sand quota. I wonder if Greg did that on purpose. However, we're going to overshoot it and grab a little surplus to throw in storage. Well, hopefully I've mathed correctly. 35 seemed... Yes, there we are. Oh, perfect. It's exact. Wonderful. That big brain. Well, okay, we have 2 additional furnaces cooking away, 4 total. Once those bricks are cooked, 4 makes a block. Why would you ever want to compress them? At the cost of energy, you don't save anything. Ah. Oh, no, this is what we wanted. Okay. So let me study this quickly. Let's have a look. So we have tier 1, tier 2, or layer 2, I suppose. Yes, I see. Hollow center. Does it have a hole in its roof? Let's have a little look. No. No, it doesn't. Okay, we know what we're doing. Now, I don't think Coke has a home in any library, just in general. I think there's a clash, a slight clash there, but we're going to do it anyway. So, we have half it. I'm a little impatient, but I think that's a good location. I think that's fine. Why am I so fast? All that Coke. No, it's not. It's a wake up boost. Wonderful. Oh, I do love to hear that sound. We have done it. We have done it. What shall we grab? Oh, we get it anyway. 2 bacon sandwiches. We'll have to make tea to wash those down. That's perfect. Right, so let's continue building our beautiful, beautiful coal coke oven and hope that it works. Oh, which side do we... It doesn't matter. We've done it, ladies and gentlemen. So now we just have to... And it lights. Oh my word, we have charcoal in the making. Wonderful. Now what kind of room for expansion do we have down here? Because we are ultimately going to put a lot of this in the factory. I suppose we could call this... I could have put it under here. No, there's a little... I could have cut it into the floor. Nope, I'm happy with that. I think that's fine for now. We do have enough room to squeeze a few more furnaces around it, but I'm not sure if we want to, because we are ultimately going to be moving most of our industry skybound or skywards into the tree. So I don't think it's going to serve much purpose here, but we'll call that personal use. That's our personal stash. Well, that's probably an episode. Any of you weird enough to still be here now, I thank you. And I will see you on episode 4.